So Barack Obama was being interviewed recently, and the topic of defunding the police came up. Now, if you remember, Defund the Police was a movement that came out of the Black Lives Matter, George Floyd unrest movement after George Floyd was killed by that person not to be named. So in the interview, Barack Obama is saying that if you really want to get done what you're trying to get done, speaking to those people, speaking to everybody pushing for defund the police, then maybe defund the police is not a good name for it. And his rationale for that is calling for the defunding of the police is a very misleading name for the movement. A lot of people who are uninformed about the entire movement are they're gonna hear that, and they're gonna assume that we're trying to, and I'm saying we're because I support the movement, okay? And they're gonna say that we're trying to just abolish the police, just no more police, period, gone. What do you do if you're being attacked by a crazy individual? Well, there's no more police to call. Oh my God, we can't defund the police. No, oh my God, I need the cops. See what I'm saying? And I gotta say, I support the movement because I know what it means. I support it, but I gotta agree with Barack Obama on this, man. Defund the police only, first of all, misleads people thinking that we're trying to abolish the police. Second, people who are against the movement, can grab a hold of that and bring in the people that are being misled by the name of that movement and tell them, hey, you know what? No, we need to fight them tooth and nail because they're trying to abolish the police. When a lot of the individuals that are against defund the police know damn well that defund the police doesn't actually mean abolish the police. They know what it means, right? And so what defund the police actually means is divert some of the funds that the government has just been shoveling over to police departments to essentially militarize them, okay? And that has not been, it hasn't been getting the results that, just the simple forking over of funds to police departments hasn't been, we haven't been getting the results that community leaders want when they're talking about police reform, right? When they're talking about hey, maybe you shouldn't over police certain communities, or maybe police should be better trained to deal with certain individuals, certain circumstances. Well, the constant forking over of funds isn't doing that. What it's doing is they're just simply militarizing the police, where the police can then go ahead and go into those neighborhoods that they're supposed to better serve through those funds, okay? And essentially becoming an occupying force with vehicles that look like fucking tanks, fucking big, what I'm saying, bigger weapons. When you're dealing with civilian citizens, right? A civilian community. This is not fucking war. And so the whole movement of defund the police is essentially saying, hey, rather than simply forking over all these funds to the police that doesn't seem to be getting us anywhere, maybe we should use those funds to create community programs that will benefit the community and therefore lessen the need overall, right, in general, over time, of less police officers, right? We won't need that many police officers because we'll have, things like police activities league, more boys and girls clubs, more YMCAs in the communities, those types of programs where young individuals can go in, stay off the streets, and then you have a lessening of this I guess cyclical system that just keeps producing criminals, right? They become arrested, then you take a father away from the home, and what do we know when fathers are not present in the home? That children tend to become they're more likely to become criminally active, right? So less police, youngsters going to things like YMCA, letting off some steam, lessening their chances of becoming criminally active, and then you need less police overall. Not only that, but also using some of those funds to maybe towards like more social workers who can then come in and deal with individuals maybe that any other time people would call the cops on, like mentally ill individuals or people that are high off their rocker, right? Because I mean social workers are trained to deal with these individuals. They already know, and I already know, a lot of conservatives or right wingers say, well, that's stupid to call fucking a social worker in those situations because they can get ugly. What's gonna happen? Well, look, it's not to say that you won't need maybe like an officer there for backup, but like if you're gonna say like, well, what if it gets ugly? Like any situation can get ugly, right? When you call the fire department because there's a fucking fire down the street or something like that, you never know if like the neighbor might come out fucking crazy with a gun. You never know, right? But what we're talking about is using funds to what makes sense overall, right? Look at the bigger picture. What does research typically show? Does research typically show that when the police gets involved in situations where you have individuals who are acting irrational, who are mentally ill, are the outcomes better when the police get involved or when social workers get involved, right? See what I'm saying? So if the research says, oh yeah, social workers who are trained to deal with these individuals produces better outcomes, well then maybe we should fund these types of programs, right? So that's all I'm saying. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I wrong? Is the research wrong? What's going on, man? Do you guys? Yeah, I agree. Maybe defund the police should be called something else, man. Maybe reform the police, something like that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, really. I mean, what could be a good name for defund the police? Because yeah, ultimately, I do agree, man. Defund the police sounds fucking terrible. It does. And who knows, man? Maybe the people behind the movement, the people that named the movement, defund the police. Maybe there's something that I don't know. Maybe there's something that Barack Obama doesn't know. I would love to know. So what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. But before you do me a favor. Make sure you like. And you know what? If you didn't like this, fuck you. Go ahead and dislike it. It helps me anyway. Just so you know, disliking fucking helps my videos anyway. Alright? 100 dislikes is better. 100 dislikes and no likes is better than no likes and no dislikes. Thank you. All you motherfuckers disliking my videos, fucking thank you. Alright? So anyways, like or dislike my video, and then if you did like my video, go ahead and subscribe. Alright guys, till my next one, peace out.